Hey YouTube, this is Dirty. Just here to talk about my hair a little bit. Give a little bit of an update. I just washed my hair about 30 minutes ago or so. Got dressed and everything. But I just got out of the shower basically. Um, and I just wanted to make a comment on how long my hair is. I don't know why my locks are doing that. I don't know why it's curling up like that. But like some people say you get to a year mark or 2 years mark or something and then it just grows and you don't notice. But I mean, I still feel like my hair is short, but it's definitely gotten so much longer, you know. Um, and it definitely just does grow, and you can't tell as much because when it's only down to your freaking or like so tiny to that it doesn't even hang at all. Like you start to notice where it goes from this, where it's just sticking on your head, to where it's actually like falling down and moving around a little bit. And then when it gets to about here, you start noticing when it gets past your eyes and it's always in your face, and you can kind of shake it a little bit and stuff. So I guess when it's shorter or when it's a certain length, you notice more. But I feel like definitely, if it gets this long, you're not going to so much notice it as it travels down and gets longer. And it's kind of the same concept, but even though probably if you're from here to here, you don't really notice it growing. And then all of a sudden you're like, huh, my hair is longer than it usually is. And it's the same thing with my hair now. Like, people are like, oh, it's getting long. And I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But especially since I'm interlocking, with interlocking, you can see every second, like, how much it's grown. Like, since the last time I interlocked, my hair has grown about a centimeter, a little less than a centimeter, but like a couple millimeters long already. And it's been like, I don't even know how long it's been. Actually, it's almost maybe been, it's been a few weeks probably. Oh wait, yeah, it's been like 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, so not even a month yet, and it's already growing. And with interlocking, you can really tell because after a while, like you get your little afro and then your locks, and like unlike palm rolling where it might just be unraveled here, you know that's definitely new growth. Um, so obviously I've been like, yeah, I mean it has been growing. I'm interlocking it. I can tell that it has been growing. Anybody can tell that it has been growing, but at the same time I still feel like, if anything, I'm like, yeah, it's grown, but it's not getting long. And I think with a lot of people like long, especially a lot of people like long locks, but especially to the people who want longer locks, we're always like, I feel like a lot of people are like, ooh, it's grown so much. And then you get to a point where you're like, yeah, it's grown a lot, but it's still really short. Like, I'm still ready for it to be down my back. And that's definitely how I'm feeling right now. But I'm pleased with it. Like, it's getting better and better and easier for me to get into a ponytail. It's still not the prettiest ponytail, as y'all can see if y'all saw my last video where I talked about ponytails and bun styles, but it's getting there. It's working on it. And like today when I washed my hair, like I said, and when I'm like washing it like that, I can feel how far down it is on my back, and I'm just like, wow, my hair has gotten really long because it's been a year and almost 10 months, like a year, 9 months, and like 3 weeks and like 2 days or something, since I got my locks, since I started it. And well, and yeah, since I started my locks. But it's been what, almost, it's been 2 years since I cut my hair. Yeah, 2 years and a couple days since I cut my hair to like a little less than or about 2 inches. And I think it's really starting. Like, this hair obviously isn't there yet because honestly, all my hair was like the same length and it was like right here all around. So it's not all the same length, but like these and the one in the back, they're getting to be the same length as they were, right before I cut my hair. Like, my hair is almost at that same point to the medium. But I feel like by the time these shorter ones in the front get down to here, these ones in the back are gonna really be low. But I mean, you can see I can touch my hair right here now, and it gets that low, and it's that long. Like, I can do like that, and there's actually hair on my shoulders and whatever. I mean, it's kind of pitiful because it's not that much, but instead of doing like that and it just falls back, like it actually stays. Trying to be delicate because it's all wet and whatnot. But Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about how my hair is definitely growing, and for all the people out there who are like, oh man, I'm so ready for it to get longer, me too, but it'll get there, and you'll learn to appreciate your shorter hair because sometimes you can do a whole bunch more with shorter hair. Um, but at the same time, longer hair, I feel like the longer your hair is, the better it looks with curls and crinkles in it, and that's just really pretty with long locks. And long locks are pretty in general, easier to put in a ponytail if it has long locks. But there's pros and cons for short and long, and like at some point you'll be like, oh, I miss having a little bang right here, and now my hair is too long, so if I have a bang, I kind of look stupid, and stuff like that. So don't give up hope, and just remember that every day, probably every day, your hair is growing, and you'll get there. Um, so yeah, that's all I have to say. Just keep your heads up, and yes, my hair has gotten longer. So basically, what I do, I kind of like pick a lock and track that, and I'm like, okay, these locks come down to like my bottom lip. And when they get to my chin, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, they've grown so much. So if that makes you feel better, if you're a little crazy, you wanna like, like you would do with a little kid, make them stand underneath a wall and put little scratch marks in the wall. Just do that, but with your hair. Like, oh, eyebrow, end of the eye, right at my nose, my lips. That's what I've been doing. So, and I can see that this has grown a little bit because before it was at the top lip. So, yeah. But those are just a couple words to get you through the short stage if you're fretting about that. But hair is beautiful. The longer you have to wait with it, the better you get to know it. So, like, take advantage of this relationship with your hair, experiment, and do all the other stuff. And I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.